Hey, what's going on, Torrent Church? My name is Pete Zolkowski. I have the privilege of serving as the lead pastor of Imago Dei Church, and we as a church have the privilege of being one of the ministries, one of the initiatives that you all support at Torrent Church. Before coming down here to Milwaukee, I had served as a pastor at Faith Community Church in New Richmond, Wisconsin. So we have some of the St. Croix DNA running into this church down here in Milwaukee, and we are grateful for that. We moved to Milwaukee in August of 2013, and because of the support of yourselves and others, we were able to focus our attention entirely on recruiting and equipping and mobilizing a launch team. Because we didn't feel the pressure of needing to launch too early, we were really able to give it a full year of developing our launch team. Because of that, when we were able to launch in September of 2014, actually over a year after we had relocated here, our church was ready to run. We had leaders in place to run the different ministries that we needed to in order to be able to be the kind of church that God has called us to be. Because we didn't want to just give more people another place to attend on a Sunday morning. We wanted to create space in people's lives so that they could be the church. And we've seen God allow that to happen. In the short time we've been here, God has opened up so many doors for us to serve this community in a way that we hope will chip away at some of the skepticism and make the gospel look glorious. We've been able to develop key partnerships with a couple of different elementary schools here in Milwaukee. One of them is the school that we're renting from, that we worship in. And another is a school just a couple miles away. But in both cases, we are able to send our people to volunteer at these public schools that need some help. And we are so glad that we're able to send our people out as missionaries into these schools. Beyond that, because we're able to spend so much time laying the groundwork for our values as a church, which are pretty similar to your values as a church, before we even launched, we were able to baptize 8 people. Now, since we've launched, God's allowed us to do some remarkable things. We have 5 different REM groups. That's our version of missional communities. We have 5 different REM groups up and running so that people are planted in all of these little different pockets of neighborhoods all throughout Milwaukee, encouraging each other, repenting and praying together, dreaming and scheming of how they can reach out to their neighbors and serve this community. It is such a gift to know that God has used you all to put us in a position where we were able to launch with such a healthy ministry model and not feeling a lot of the pressure that many might have to if they didn't have the support that we did because of churches like you. And because of churches like you, there is a gospel-centered church here in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. There's many, and we're not the only ones. We don't claim to be. But what I can tell you is that in the school that we are meeting in, within a 1-mile radius of where we worship on Sunday mornings, there is 10,000 people who live just in this neighborhood alone. And now those people have explicit gospel exposure because of Imago Dei Church being planted in this neighborhood, and that is a result of your faithfulness and the faithfulness of others. So Torrent Church, thank you for what you're doing. Thank you for supporting mission. Thank you for being focused outward and making sure the gospel is advancing across the state and across the world. We are grateful to be able to be on mission with you all. God bless you guys.